All right, people. So now I need to make a video about this. So our favorite fucking wrestler, CM Punk, apparently gets released from AEW after another altercation. I mean, this guy, problems, conflict, follow him wherever he goes. I mean, it's ridiculous. And now I look at my Twitter feed, and of course you see people saying, oh, maybe CM Punk is a drama queen now. Maybe CM Punk is a problem now. Yeah, no shit. I mean, look at all the bullshit that has followed him for the last 10 years. To his walk out of WWE, to the press conference, to the complaining, to all the fucking bullshit. I mean, this guy is like a woman times 10. Always complaining, always fighting with people, always arguing with... I mean, it's on and on and on. This guy is a fucking cancer to whatever company he's in. He's like, I said this on my last video I made of him. He's like, you know, you always got a few people at work who always cause they're always getting into it with other people. They're always causing problems, and they're always blaming it on the other person. But it's always the same 3 or 4 people that are getting into this, to the same altercations or conflicts that HR needs to get involved in. That is CM Punk. Oh, I'm just standing up for myself. Oh, it's the other person's fault. Oh, they started it. Shut the fuck up. I mean, good riddance that he is now released from AEW. And now I see people, oh, should he come back to WWE? Should he? No! Fuck no! You know, maybe he could come back, cut a promo, be inducted into the Hall of Fame, you know, do a nice little return. But no, he should not come back in the sense that he should be wrestling. I am sick and tired of CM Punk. I'm sorry. Is he talented? Has he had his good moments? Of course. Is he a legend? Yeah. But it's time to move on from CM Punk and his fucking antics. I would maybe put up with it if he was still in his prime, but I'm sick of it. He's a washed up, yes people, washed up, 40-some-year-old, mid-40s, late 40-year-old wrestler on the tail end of his career. The last thing wrestling needs right now is a guy like CM Punk who has maybe 2 or 3 good years left in the ring. If good is like being nice too, taking up a spot from somebody because both wrestling companies right now are in dire need of the next big thing, the dire need of big stars to take the spot of people like CM Punk who are on the tail end of their careers. So the last thing WWE or AEW needs right now is somebody like CM Punk taking up valuable airtime from these companies being able to create the next big star. So thank God this happened. So sick of hearing about CM Punk. Backstage altercations, press conferences, walking out. I mean, it's on and on and on with this guy. Can he just get along with anybody? I mean, fuck. And then you see him come out too, which really pissed me the fuck off, wearing LGBT bullshit. Abortion bullshit. Now, I don't care what the fuck CM Punk or any other wrestler thinks about abortion or whatever the fuck, but can you please keep that to yourself? I mean, this is a fucking wrestling show. We already hear enough about politics as it is. I mean, we're getting drowned by politics now. You know, you figure you turn on wrestling, you wouldn't see politics. It's not a fucking RNC or DNC debate, but here you go with abortion and LGBT and all this bullshit. Keep that to yourself, CM Punk. Think what you want. That's great. But but that shit should be so far away from wrestling. I mean, who would have thought that we would be turning on the television, turning on a wrestling show, and you would see shit about abortion? I mean, get the fuck out of here, please. So it's funny now. What I've been saying for years about CM Punk being a drama queen, about CM Punk being a bad employee to whatever wrestling company he's working for, people are now, oh yeah, maybe he is. Maybe he is. Like, you know, and people are looking back now at how he walked out of WWE and maybe like looking back in hindsight thinking like, yeah, maybe that was, you know, CM Punk's fault. I mean, he was a top star. He was a champion for 400 plus days. He was on the top of that company. But yet he complained. Oh, woe is me. I'm injured. Blah, 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 blah. All these fucking issues. And the man who cries wolf time and time and time and time again, you could only cry wolf so many times before you're not believed anymore. So, honestly, fuck CM Punk. Is he talented? Has he had his moments? Yes. But I don't need to hear about the complaints of a 40-some-year-old wrestling, has-been. I'm sick and tired of him. Let's move on from CM Punk. Let's give him a break. He could go on, fight a couple more fights in UFC, read a few more comic books, maybe do a few more D-list movies, whatever the fuck he wants to do. But get him out of wrestling for a few years, and then, he can come back in, 3 or 4 years to WWE, cut a promo, do a little program with somebody maybe. But I am sick and tired of hearing about CM Punk. He's honestly a fucking whore in the sense that he's taking the attention away from possible, people that are on their way up from, because all you hear when you hear AEW, 75% of the news is CM Punk, and not even necessarily in a good way. So he's really taking the attention away from what people should actually be talking about. He's taking the attention away from building the stars of the next era. And to summarize, and this is really the main point of, it seems like, every one of my videos, the wrestling companies of today need to focus on creating new talent. There is a drought of new talent, of the next stars. You look at AEW and WWE, the only two guys that are actually draws and are actually over. Oh, but Ruthless Ranter, LA Knight's over. No, he's not. He's fucking been chanted in the crowd for like 2 fucking months. That's not the next star. That's not over. The only two guys are Roman Reigns, who seems to be on his way out, who seems to be a part-timer. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with him. And also to MJF. Those are your two big stars. So, time to build more AEW and WWE. Time to stop focusing on people like Jericho and Punk and Sting and all these washed up people. Edge, love them all, but it's time to move the fuck on. There you go, people. Let me know what you think about CM Punk, but there's my thoughts.